Hello and welcome to White Glove Reviews. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at what I think is kind of a cool little Swiss Army knife. And this is the Victorinox TimeKeeper. And the TimeKeeper is a discontinued Swiss Army knife. And the thing about it is, it's one of the ones that has a clock on it. But this is a little more retro than you might have seen, in that it has an analog clock. So let's look at some of this. Let's look at this little thing real quick. Let's take a look at the, just for reference, we'll take a look at the instructions that come with it. Assuming I can actually hold on to them. So y'all can pause them if you want to check out the instructions. And on the back, all the kinds of tools. Alright. Now this particular knife is, well, take a look at it. So this knife, it's based off of the Victorinox Compact, and I have an example of the Compact. This is a Compact, and all the TimeKeeper is it's a Compact with a clock on it. What it is this scale has been replaced with a scale that has a clock. And so what this costs you is you lose the tweezers that you would normally have in a Compact. You still keep the pen and the toothpick and pretty much almost everything else. The only difference is the newer Compact has this little patch of, like, you can see it. It's a patch of like filing, a little patch of rough metal area which you can use as a file that the older one doesn't have. Like this one doesn't have that. This has the combi tool, just like a Compact, with the flathead screwdriver and the bottle opener, and you can use this as a can opener. Not quite as amazing as the usual can opener, but still not bad. It's got the large knife blade. It's got scissors. And on the back, you have on the back, you have the corkscrew, and you get the little micro screwdriver. I can get it screwed back in. And you have the pin, the stick pin, or the straight pin, I guess, in the scale here, which is actually a super useful thing to have. The saddest thing is, the first time I had a Swiss Army knife that had one of these on it, it literally took me like a year to find it. Not my proudest moment. And you have the pin and the toothpick. Now for the clock, if you can see right here, there are actually two versions of this clock. There's one that has numbers, and there's actually one that has, this is, well, I beat the crap out of this knife when I was carrying it. But there's also one that has Roman numerals, which you can hopefully see. Hopefully it focuses in. So you have different options. This is a super timer, and it's just it's like a Swiss Champ that has a clock on it. But it's like, it's a nifty little knife. I can tell you that I carried this knife for years. I mean, I carried this knife for so many years. I asked one of my friends about it recently, and he remembered that knife I carried with the clock in it. Because whenever someone would ask me what time it was, I would take out my knife and look at it. So anyway. Oh, also, if you want to change the battery, all you do is the clock pops out. This is actually, I didn't think about it, but this is probably one of the few times when I've used the Victorinox clock tool to do something with a clock. Okay. Anyway, the clock pops out, and right here is where the battery goes. And there's just a small battery case here, and there's an O-ring. Oops. This is like a small thing with an O-ring. This battery is long dead. I get the stupid battery out. I'll show you. There we go. Takes a teeny tiny little watch battery. It's sort of kind of a little bit cool. Anyway, so if you want, you just pop it back in. Pop it back in like so. And the little cover snaps in. And then it snaps back into the scale like so. And if you want to set it, it works like just like a normal watch. You pull out this and twist it, and then you can set it that way. Now, while I was thinking about this particular knife, I'll include a link in the description if you want to check this out. I'll include a link to the Swiss Army Knife Wiki that talks about this particular knife, and also I'll include a link for the compact if you like the thought of one of these knives, even if it doesn't have a clock. The thing that got me thinking, though, is this knife, the Timekeeper, is based off of the compact. And there's another knife, and I didn't make the connection until I was looking at this, but there's the Timekeeper Alarm that's based off of a Tinker, which is kind of neat. Because as you can see, the Timekeeper Alarm and the Tinker have the same tools. They both have the Phillips head in place of the corkscrew, the awl, and the usual assortment of stuff. It's actually kind of unfortunate, though. This feels like one of those perfect opportunities to have the back scale like they had on the Voyager, where you'd have you have 3 tools on the back scale. Still kind of neat, though. So, if you want a clock with a Tinker, you can hunt up the Timekeeper Alarm. Oh, and if you want a compact with an analog clock, you can hunt up the Timekeeper. Anyway, I don't know about this part, if it was really appropriate, but it's something I noticed that I thought was kind of neat. Anyway, if you have any questions or suggestions, or if there's anything I should check out, let me know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have an excellent day.